Welcome back to the Hank Strange Situation, Lifestyles of the Locked and Loaded.
Make sure to check out hankstrange.com. You can sign up for our email list and find ways to follow and support our efforts. Anyone want to cover the thing with Trump? Anybody care what's going on with Trump following?
I don't even know what's going on, so I can't give you anything interesting to say.
Yeah, me neither, really. So
he flew from Mar-a-Lago. Now Trump is like OJ, except instead of a white Bronco on the highway, they're following Trump. Like, they followed him leaving Mar-a-Lago in his motorcade to going to his private jet and then flying over to New York City. There were boats in New York City, like, because JFK comes in on the water. I think all the airports are on the water over there. That's my recollection. And so there's footage of him going from Florida all the way out to New York landing and then driving through the city and going to Trump Tower. And then I guess tomorrow he's turning himself in on these bullshit charges. So, and tomorrow I guess is supposed to be a spectacle. You know, I can't say to people that I'm not looking at it because I'm always aware of things that are going on, but I'm kind of in limbo on this, and it's the reason why I titled this like Idiocracy, because I feel like now we're permanently in a circus. This is my feeling. Like politics, all the stuff going on in the country, it's permanently a circus now. No one's paying attention unless you're just doing batshit crazy stuff.
It sort of feels that way.
Yeah. And that's why a lot of us are tuning out, because we don't live our lives like that every day.
It doesn't, none of it matters to me either. Because I personally have an idea of how the playbook is going to run. I think if it even ends up going to some sort of jury trial, it's going to be, they're not going to convict him because he didn't do anything illegal, as far as I can tell. Paying somebody hush money, unless the person was doing something illegal in the first place, I don't think paying somebody hush money is illegal. It might be immoral, but is it illegal? I don't know.
Paying someone hush money, someone who is
hey,
an
I
adult.
slept with you. Here's $50 so you don't go telling my girlfriend. Like, that's not illegal.
that's the world.
Well,
That's just
also,
the way it works.
no, but
yeah.
also this. It is illegal to blackmail someone, but something done through lawyers is not illegal. So
I don't think that's what happened, though.
Well, I think she was blackmailing Trump, but Trump did all of this through his lawyers at the time. So whatever happened went through lawyers, right?
I don't think any of this was illegal per se. I think it eventually is just going to get thrown out. Honestly, the photo ops are going to be better for him than... I think they screwed the pooch a little bit, because I do think that the photo ops of these sorts of things are going to be a boon for him, not a bust. I think he's going to be able to run on, they're still persecuting me. If they persecute me, imagine what they'll do to you, and it'll be a
in the last 48 hours, in the last 50-something hours, I think Trump's raised $7 million for his campaign. So it's not hurting him. But, there's a famous saying in New York, right, that you can indict a ham sandwich.
Yeah, I've heard that
Trump
before.
is a big ham sandwich that got indicted. And then we'll officially get indicted tomorrow. And yes, I think that it is a boom for him. His ratings are on top and all of that. And then there's people strategizing like, oh, well, they're doing this because they think if they get Trump on the GOP side that they could beat Trump. And, they don't want to go up against DeSantis, who's like, DeSantis is a legit candidate that's going to be very tough to beat. Even if you're a Democrat, it's really tough to go up against a guy who is very intelligent, went to Harvard, Yale, served in the military, was a lawyer.
A veteran.
Yeah,
he
was a really good governor.
He has an attractive wife. He has 2 little kids. He's
a regular dude.
Kids.
He's a good dude out there, working hard. And like, what are you going to attack DeSantis on?
He hasn't been to Fantasy Island. He hasn't.
As far as we know, correct.
Yeah. So no one wants DeSantis. That's the theory. Go ahead, Walt. Sorry.
Give it a little time, and he'll be a racist. He'll be this.
Oh yeah, they'll find something.
He'll be, because he went to Harvard. He was one of the chosen ones. Was he in a sorority? Was he a sorority? Was he in a sorority?
Fraternity.
When he was there, was he like in the George
If he was in a sorority, he's definitely going to win. If he transmutated from a chick to a dude, he's in.
One of those clubs. A club,
Yeah, right,
right. A club, it'll all come out. Trust me. If he winked at somebody before, it's going to come out.
For sure. Yeah.
That's what everybody craves, that trash. They sit and wait for the trash TV to fire up, so they can sit and watch it all day long, and they can look at it on their phone. What they say? Look at that! Look what he did. He looked at a dog cross-eyed. It's like, come on. He calls somebody's chihuahua bad. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah.
It's like with Trump. Come on, they've tried everything with Trump. They've tried everything.
I think that at the end of the day, I was looking at something that said, in order for the folks in the media, the traditional media that we have here in America, which is dominated by the left, in order for them to actually get any kind of viewings, ratings, and make any kind of money, they have to talk about Trump.
They do. No, it's true.
Yeah, but they don't. But they don't understand that. That's like when they did that during the other election. It was like every time they did that, his rating goes higher.
It's a self-fulfilling prophecy, but they don't give a shit. That's why I say it's a circus. We're living in a circus. They're willing to risk it. Because you guys really believe that on the left they don't have a better candidate than Biden or Kamala Harris?
Well,
I mean, I know they're horrible.
Tell me one then. Give me one.
I don't follow those assholes.
Tell
so
me,
I don't know.
and then likewise, DeSantis is probably a good candidate, but and I thank God that he separated himself from Trump.
Right.
That for a while there was going to be
that
Trump DeSantis. The Trumpers wanted DeSantis to get in his pants.
DeSantis should never do that. Never do.
And I'm like, stay the fuck away from Trump. Yeah. He's going to drag you down a hole you can't crawl back out of. And it's like.
For a while now, I'm glad that let me put it this way. I do not regret having voted for Trump. But if we go back to when NRA declared him their guy, I was complaining about that. But in the end, hey, I voted for Trump. Trump was president. I voted for him both times. But I don't want to see Trump do this again. I would like to see Trump just go off and celebrate his victories.
I wouldn't mind Trump being an Obama, being because Obama now sits back and
elderly statesman.
No, he's a play caller for the Democratic Party.
Okay.
But the problem is the Democrats are willing to bow down to him completely, where Republicans 60% don't like Trump.
Republicans hate Trump as well, so they won't take their marching orders from Trump.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they should either. I'm going to be honest about it. Do you really want to? Would you take your marching orders from Trump? And I like him personally, but I think we need to. There's things happening in America that if we keep going just this circus routine, just like everything that bleeds leads, that we're going to fuck up the country. And I worry for my children. Okay? Well, I worry for my children if we keep going this route, and that's what it's all about. So for me, I think Trump had his time. He was president. He did his thing. Yes, they keep going after him. I get it, for sure. But I would like to just see Trump, phase into doing something else and, and let us try to, move on with the country and actually fix things. Because at the end of the day, I think his administration was very poorly run, and ultimately that falls on him.
I think his administration was poorly run, yes, and I think he surrounded himself by, what would you even call them? Ne'er-do-wells that didn't have the country's best interest. That's typical political types that had their own interest.
Yeah, a bunch of B-listers who want to be stars and want to have reality shows and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And it really didn't go. There were some really good people in there as well, I think. But for the most part, a lot
McEnany, I think, was a great addition to the camp.
Yeah.
Kayleigh McEnany, the spokesperson, I think she was awesome. Mm-hmm. But yeah, now there were so many.
Raggedy, the ragdoll that's up there right now, the talking head.
Jesus.
Looks like Raggedy.
Yeah.
Well, no, they got the black woman now, and she's even
Yeah,
more
that's what I
useless.
mean.
That's
That's
who
what I
Walter's
mean.
talking
Oh
about.
God,
That's who
yeah,
Walter's
she is fucking useless.
Just
It's amazing
and all
how
that
all
shit.
they do is it just lie 24/7.
Yeah, listen. Make sure to check out hankstrange.com. You can sign up for our email list and find ways to follow and support our efforts.